Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to PBTV. We are live on YouTube and Facebook, so if you've got any questions about what we're going to cover, please drop them down in the comments below. We'll flash them up on the screen, and if we get to it, we'll be able to answer all the questions that you have. So today we're going to cover the KWA QRF Mod.3 2.5 AEG. I mean, look at it. It's an awesome bit of kit. It's been long standing for a while with the Mod 1, the Mod 2, and now the Mod 3. This is the newest incantation that they've brought out. It's not a replacement or anything like that. All three are available, but this is the newest in the line of what they've been doing in the PCC in the sort of pistol caliber carbine variant. Super cool to see that sort of transitioning from the real steel to airsoft with the sort of smaller mags and it being capable to keep up with anything else because it's just a magazine, so the actual mag size doesn't really change anything. But yeah, as I'll go through the features. I mean, this thing's really cool. There's loads to talk about it, but if there's anything in particular you want to know, just throw your question down and we'll ping it up and we'll get to it straight away. But first things first is obviously the big thing about this compared to any other KWA or AEG or M4 or anything like that. That this is obviously an SMG caliber. It looks like your standard M4 with the receiver and the way that it's put together, but it is counted as a pistol caliber carbine or an SMG. So the mag might look very slightly familiar to people that. We've got a question in exactly what I was going to cover right there. So is that an MP9 mag? So short answer, no. Long answer is a little bit. So they've modelled it very much on the MP9 mag, but obviously it's AEG instead of gas and everything like that, and it obviously has the feeder at the top that comes out the top of the mag. So those that have got AEGs and stuff like that know you have a little feed in front of the spring as it pushes the BBs out. So this one is designed to come out of the magazine to make sure you get every single BB out of the magazine into the hop and it feed them properly. Because these are 85 round mid caps, so it's not a massive magazine, but it's perfectly acceptable. Most KWA platforms, the Mod 1, the Mod 2, and this, when you do buy magazines, they come in a box of 3. Which is really convenient. Rather than having to just pick and choose what you want, you can just get one. And if you're not wanting that many and you've got mates that have got the same platform, you can just split and share and do it like that. But yeah, so 85 rounds. This thing's coming out of the box at about 315 FPS. But what you'll also have is it is very slightly adjustable FPS. In the box, you will get this little Allen key that fits neatly in the back. So all you do is you take the base plate off of the back, go in, and you can adjust it. You're not going to get massive amounts off it, maybe 15-20%, 15 or 20 FPS. It's not 50, 60 or crazy amounts. It's just a very slight adjustment. Really good for outdoors versus CQB, because some CQB sites drop you down to 328, whereas outdoors you can be at 350, and it just drops you in between them two lines really nice and neatly. With it being 315 out the box, it means you can tweak it and just maybe get up to that 330, 335 maybe, and run outdoors. But if you are in a CQB site and they want you under that 328, it's quite easy to do, and it gives just a far more versatility to this as a platform. Richard Cooper on Facebook, is there any high caps mag for it? No. Short answer, no. All the KWA QRF models are mid cap and proprietary mags only. So the Mod 1, the Mod 2 and the Mod 3 all have proprietary mags that only fit that platform. So this magazine will not fit in the Mod 1 or the Mod 2, and vice versa, their mags don't fit in this. But the mags are cheap and you get 3 in a box, so it is really good. And who doesn't like mag changing? Mag change is cool. We're out this weekend and mag changing got me done in. So as much as it is fun, it can be a problem. But a few more features on it. We'll go back to the stock. So when you take the back end off, a lot of people when they get this, they press the little button at the back to deploy the stock. It's not necessarily this. When you grab the stock and pull out, it will just pull straight out. You only have to press the button to deploy it back in. So if this is stowed away in a bag, anything like that, you're using it as a bit of a concealed system, you're at a milsim or in a vehicle or anything like that, this is stowed away. You can literally just grab it, pull it out, shoulder it, and you're good to go, and then drop it in like that. Alistair Watkins is, what's the battery space like? It is this big. So what they've done in here is you do have quite a sizable amount of battery width-wise. Obviously, you don't have a full stock tube, so you are limited a little bit, but it is a very large space, so it does mean you can have sort of slightly thicker. Rather than your stick batteries or anything like that, you can fit nunchucks, quite short ones, but you can still get the capacity in there. You've just got to make sure you get the right shape battery, if that makes sense. Sling points, I'm on the stock, so I'll just quickly cover the sling points. You do have sling points on both sides at the rear here for single or 2-point if you just want them on the back. Controls, so you've got fire selector on both sides, you've got mag release on this side, and you've got mag release on the side facing you. Bolt release is on this side, and there is a small lever just there that is also the bolt release. So when you do pull this back to adjust your hop, you can lock it open, stays open, you can adjust your hop, fire a couple of shots, and then that little button there will drop it shut. Nice and neat, super well made, and KWA, anyone that's out there with KWA platforms, they know the tolerances of these, the quality of the materials that are used, and just how well these things are put together is just incredible. Even going to you've got PTS embossed sights and grip, and the polymer and stuff like that is just rock solid. The receiver itself is metal, the charging handle, extended charging handle's metal, and the rail is metal as well. Coming onto the rail, so it is M-lock on the left, right, and bottom. You do have a small bit of 20mm just at the front for a torch or anything like that, and 20mm across the top that mates nicely with the upper receiver. If for whatever reason you don't have any M-lock parts, that's totally fine. You can get the 2 bits of rail, so in the box as well, come prepared. There's 2 bits of M-lock rail that come in there if you want to put anything on the side, but you don't want to go straight M-lock. If you want to if you've already got a torch, don't feel like you have to get anything else. It already comes with the rail sections. Just throw it exactly where you want. You can mount your torch, and it's totally fine. But torches on the bottom, right at the front there, look really cool. You can neatly put a grip or anything at the bottom. And maybe a pec box or something at the top, and then throw your optic a bit further back. But it is a super compact, super nice platform. And then further onto that, the front is 40mm counterclockwise, so if you're wanting to put your tracer units, anything on, that's totally fine as well. The sights are flip up, so if you're not running them, they just drop down. There's no button or anything. You just literally rip them up and rip them down. Nice and easy. So if your T1 or your dot sight goes out, you can just flip these up, and you've got them there, and you can shoot through the tube and just carry on playing without having to go back and sort new batteries out. But I think that is most of the external parts covered. But if there's anything else, do please throw it in, and I'll cover it if I can. The other thing that I'm going to cover is the Aeg 2.5. So what they mean by that is that adjustable FPS, the extra bits that they've put back, and they've done everything possible to prevent wear and tear, including stuff like the addition to the magazine to help make sure it feeds every single round. The hop itself is a rotary style hop, so when you do set that, it is really, really sturdy. It's not going to adjust as you're firing or anything like that. Running 2.5s, 2.8s in this, you're going to absolutely love it. It reaches out so well, even just stock at that 315, 320 mark. Oh, more questions coming in. Will the magazine fit standard 9mm electric mag pouches? Elastic mag pouches, not electric. That'd be a bit awkward having electrified mag pouches. Make it an interesting game. But yes, so if you have, if you've got anything like an EU series, anything like that, this will fit. This will fit in pistol mag pouches. So if you've got a 9mm pistol mag pouch, this will fit in it. It's obviously only going to go halfway in, but the elasticated mag pouches are adjustable. You get perfect retention on it and everything like that. You can get the Viper inserts for, say, if you've got the VX range or anything like that. These will fit perfectly in your little 9mm elasticated pouches like that. Or if you've got the sort of the 8-field belt or molly style mag pouches, they'll fit in them as well. But yeah, good question. The mag pouches are totally available. And because these are because they're only 85 rounds, these are very, very light. So a lot of people worry that having the magazine sort of slightly out of the mag pouch, it's going to move around and throw its weight and everything. But these are absolutely light. The actual whole platform itself, this whole thing does come in at about 2.5 kilos, but that's purely because of the materials and the chunkiness of it, really. So you've got the metal receiver, you've got the metal rail, the bars on the stock are metal, the flash hider is a massive chunk of metal as well. So this thing does have some heft to it, but with it being so short and compact and everything like that, when it is shouldered, it is a super nice, well-balanced platform. But I think, yes, I mean, good question about the mags. Everyone asks about mag pouches and they want to know where they can get bits and bags for. But on weight as well, they have gone to every length to try and keep this as light as possible. So at the top, they've even cut little slots out just to keep even the front rail as short as possible and everything like that. I think a little thing that I missed about the stock as well is it is toolless to get it out. So there's a little clip at the top. You just press that and that comes out, and you'll find your Dean's connector in the back. So a lot of these new platforms are coming with Dean's connectors because it is a much better connector for stability, with it staying connected more. The pins on Tamiya can be a bit loose, but this transfers power better. You get less resistance through it. But if you already have batteries, you already have AEGs, they've thought about that, and there is a opposing Dean's connector in the box as well. Rather than have to buy an extra one if you want to get a tech or anyone to swap your batteries over, they have provided the other Dean's connector with it. There's also stickers and all the instructions in the box as well, if you're wanting a few extra little treats when you get your hands on something like this. But if you're interested in anything like this, if you're interested in the Mod 1, the Mod 2, or even this brand new Mod 3, by all means drop us a message. If we've missed your question, please drop us a message on Instagram or anywhere like that. We'll try and get a correct answer back to you as quickly as possible. But if that's everything for today, guys, we've covered it a lot. Really nice talking to you all, good questions. But that is everything for today. I'll collapse that down. And we'll pack this away, and we will be back at the same time tomorrow, about 4 p.m. So if you want to jump on board again and ask some more questions, please do. It's really good to talk to you, and we'll hope you're enjoying yourself now that everything's unlocking and you can get out playing again. But